Okay, so I'm going to do a little backstory on my journey. I had my daughter when I was 17, and I developed Hashimoto's from my pregnancy. So, fast forward, in 2016, I got into a new relationship with my fiance now, and we struggled with infertility for 7 years. And I wish that TikTok was a thing at the beginning because I can't tell you how many negative tests that I took. I literally, after a year of trying, because I didn't understand my disease, didn't understand Hashimoto's. It wasn't until recently, in the last 3 years, that I really began to understand what the disease was itself, what the causes, what the symptoms, what it does to a woman with her hormones and not being able to conceive. Like, I was so uneducated. And I finally decided, which I should have done so long ago, but that I was going to focus on my health and understanding the disease that I was diagnosed. I scroll on TikTok all the time, like everybody else. And I was made aware that there are a lot of women that struggle with infertility due to having Hashimoto's disease or just a thyroid disease in general. So I wanted to share my story and reach a group of people on here and let everyone know that struggles with the same thing that I have and still currently do, that you're not alone. So we got together in 2017. Negative test, depressed, cried. I didn't feel like a woman. Like, I felt so incapable. And without understanding my disease, I just didn't understand. Like, I couldn't understand why I couldn't conceive. And it tore me apart. And luckily, my fiance is a huge supporter. He's my best friend. And he was amazing throughout all of it. And he always said it was going to happen. So I put all my trust in him, all my trust in God, and took myself out of even purposely trying and just prayed and focused on my health disease. Okay, so fast forward. My levels are normally had always been in the 30s and the 20s, which is terrible. So you saying hi? Say hi. And that's bad. Anybody that has hypothyroidism or Hashimoto's can tell you that that's not good. Back in 2019, I actually had a small stroke due to not taking my medication, and my organs were failing, all because of this disease, right? But I scroll on TikTok and I see so many on my For You page that are taking pregnancy tests, and it's just constantly negative and just like being sad. And, a lot of people can have infertility issues for several different reasons. The only thing that keeps me from conceiving is Hashimoto's. I'm very fortunate that, I got everything else checked out and I'm clear on everything else. So I'm fortunate for that. Let's dive into how he came about. So, focused on my health. I started praying a lot more and focusing more spiritually on my relationship with God, which, hi, baby. You're sweet, yes, though. Oh, ow. And I found comfort in praying and taking my medicine every day. Finally got on the right dose, and I just made it a point. So, in 2022, finally, guys, mind you, after 11 long years, I was told that my levels were normal. That was the first phone call in 11 years that I received where they were like, you did something right because you are at 1.4. And I couldn't believe it. Even after I went and got my blood done again, and it was still good. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna trust it and keep doing the same thing that I've been doing. And you talk about manifesting and prayer. One of the first times that my fiance and I did the deed, I conceived him. So in 2023, January 14th, I found out that I was pregnant. And I cannot tell you the emotions. Like, I didn't want to take a test, but something was weird. And my body was being weird, and I guess just trying to let me know. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take one. I refused. That was the first test I had taken since 2017. So yeah, fast forward. Found out in January of 2023 I was pregnant, and after 7 long years of trying to get pregnant with my fiance, I mean, we spent whole 7 years together with my daughter, just loving each other, being best friends. And now, after being best friends with your partner for 7 years, then you bring a baby into it. Like, I can't express how magical it's been. So let's fast forward to now. He's 9 months and healthy as can be. My levels did mess up after my pregnancy. They got high again, but only to like 13. I found out on June 3rd that for the first time since he's been born, my levels are normal again. They're 1.4, ironically enough. So this month, we officially tried to conceive. So I will keep you guys posted. I've learned a lot about my body because I didn't care to before. I was so upset about not conceiving. Sounds super bad, I know. But, all right, so down here is my ovulation strips from this previous cycle. Tested for 5 days in a row. I knew to just because of my body letting me know and my symptoms. So as you can see, it was try time this last week. So fingers crossed. I figured I'd share my journey and my story, and I would take you guys with me when I start testing I'm going to start probably testing like 9 DPO. But yeah, wish me luck. But yep, that is my story. There's so much I could go into, so much to cover, but I am just so blessed. I'm feeling really good about this. It's definitely a different experience compared to the 7 years that I tried for him, because I actually have hope now. I've been shown that it can happen. So hopefully it works.